And Trump said that he may well not participate in any of the debates. Now, obviously, if he's leading by the numbers that you've just said, there's many reasons why he wouldn't turn up. DeSantis will need those debates, but also DeSantis is going to need to put himself through the real test of taking questions from people like you. Now, that can be at a debate like we've seen in the past, or he could just have the balls to turn up for an interview. And he's been rather shy in talking to our dear friend, hasn't he?
Yeah, he really has. I think eventually he'll do it, but I think he accurately deduces that I could hurt him. I mean, I will ask him uncomfortable questions. I'll ask him great questions too. I mean, I expect we will bond and perhaps we will, get a little feisty, but it'll be a fun, informative interview for the audience. And truly, if he can't handle that, then he's in a lot of trouble because it only gets harder from there. I mean, once you go into the presidential debates and you're actually debating Joe Biden, who's got a whole team preparing him with Oppo research on you, it's going to get ugly. He's wrong to avoid tough spaces. It's not doing him any favors. And who's my audience? My audience is mostly center-right, some center-left, but mostly center-right voters, a lot of women, all the people he needs to support him. So he avoids me at his peril.
Ron DeSantis has launched his 2024 presidential campaign. The Republican governor released this video to announce he is running.
Truth must be our foundation, and common sense can no longer be an uncommon virtue. In Florida, we proved that it can be done. We chose facts over fear, education over indoctrination, law and order over rioting and disorder. We held the line when freedom hung in the balance. We showed that we can and must revitalize America. We need the courage to lead and the strength to win. I'm Ron DeSantis, and I'm running for president to lead our great American comeback.
The field of candidates is growing almost weekly at the moment, and DeSantis right now is the second best horse in the race. However, his numbers have just been dropping and dropping and dropping over recent weeks. One of the most recent polls, I think from yesterday, shows President Trump among likely registered Republican voters leading 53% to DeSantis's 26%. So the former president has literally doubled the support of Ron DeSantis. But at the end of the day, any alternative to President Trump is going to have to try and hoover up all the non-Trump votes and hope that that's enough to beat the former president.
Ask you, Tommy, another hypothetical. Should Ron DeSantis win the nomination? It's going to be tough for him. He's got to take down Trump. But if he does, and I wouldn't underestimate him at all from my experience of time with him, could you see the Democrats then creating some health problem with Joe Biden that means he can't run against somebody literally half his age with 3 times the energy and dynamism, and they then parachute somebody in like Gavin Newsom, say the young Californian governor? Could you see that hypothetical happening?
Yeah, I don't just see it happening. I think that is exactly what is going to happen if Ron DeSantis is our nominee. I think the Biden camp thinks that they can hide Joe in the basement yet again and beat Donald Trump because they're going after Donald Trump with the media, the legal system. I mean, you name it. They're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at Donald Trump. So I think that they feel rather comfortable running against Trump, even if everything is in disarray, quite literally, in this country. But Ron DeSantis? Oh, I don't think so. I think exactly what you just said is going to happen. It's going to be Joe is going to step down due to his age. They're going to bring Gavin Newsom in. I guarantee you that is going to be the pathway if Ron DeSantis is our nominee. They will not take that chance of running Joe Biden against Ron DeSantis.
Okay.